well.
You have an issue with the heroes who stopped the archdemon?
They simply take whatever they need. It's worrying.
I'll keep that in mind as I continue to not die of blight.
Haste. Achievement unlocked, Deep Road Safari. What? Super Rider says, I hope DA4 goes, just goes at this point. Banana says, I hope DA4 goes as dark as DA2 did at points. They kind of screwed themselves by giving you so many options at the end of the AI. No, I don't think so. They just... Most games that have multiple options, what they'll do is they'll just pick one and say this was the canon ending, and then they'll just go from there, right? Dude, these have a lot of health for freaking Deep Stalkers. Nightmare mode, too many hit points. Plus, there's the whole Dragon Keep, right? So they could just have it, you know, like a version of DA4 for each ending in Inquisition.
That looks like Legion of the Dead armor. It's an Orzammar thing. No matter your crime, if you join the Legion and vow to die fighting Darkspawn, your name is cleared.
First Legionnaire's Journal. It's ironic. Hearing of Tethras Garen's crime first gave me the courage to confess my own and join the Legion of the Dead, knowing that a Paragon's son could give in to the same base passions as a mere merchant, commit a murder even fouler than mine. Yet he was sentenced to die in the deep roads for murdering his sister, not even offered the chance at the Legion. I'm grateful every day for what the Legion gave me, a family, a purpose, and my name is clear. So when the Paragon learned that the Cardo were responsible for the murder, not his son, I was the first to volunteer to retrieve the prince. It's not right that he should be the only one who doesn't know he's been exonerated. The only one who doesn't know he's been exonerated. Murdering his sister. For a second, I thought this was about the dwarf origin story
Sent after Paragon Garen's heir.
in Origins, but it wasn't.
Familiar. I think Garen was sometime in the early Exalted Age, hundreds of years ago.
Do you think they found him?
Who knows?
F5. You could make room by saving 1 through 0 for activated skills and move the passives off to the right of the 0 key on the bar. Is there other keys on the bar? Holy crap, I didn't even realize. I thought it just went 1 to 0 and that was it. Truly. I didn't realize there was just like blank hotkeys beyond that. Today I learned. Paragon Garen refuses to give up. We're the 8th Legion unit he sent after Tethras in the past 5 years. None dare tell him that after so long alone in the deep roads, Tethras is certainly dead. The Paragon insists he will see his heir restored to his rightful place. May the ancestors favor his cause. We followed the paths of the other Legionnaires, and so far we seem to be on the right trail. We're in a section of the deep roads that appears to have been altered by human magic, so perhaps we'll find some clue here. We're going in tomorrow. Ancestors be with us.
That's where I know the name. Tethras Garen should have been the heir to the Garen clan. But he was accused of killing his sister and sent into the deep roads to die. When the real murderer was caught, they tried to find him. They never could. Instead, every Garen heir from that time on took the name Tethras in his honor. One of them became a paragon in his own right and founded my clan.
So this was one of your ancestors?
And Varric's down. That's not good. Alright. AoE res. Drink a lyrium potion. AoE heal. And get clocked. Health potion if you can. And Sebastian is down. Shoot. This is not good. 2 alphas at once. Ah, shoot. That's a reload. Dang. That's nasty.
That's where I know the name. Tethras Garen should have been the heir to the Garen clan. But he was accused of killing his sister and sent in to die. The real murderer was caught. Tried to find him. They never could.
Let's try pulling back this time.
Every Garen heir from that time on took Tethras. Not directly.
What the heck? I think that was a shockwave from the alpha here.
I'm exhausted! I can't keep this up!
Hey, we heal. Varric just drank a health potion and yelled, "Does this stuff have side effects?" I do not like fighting these things. Oh man, he was too pinned in a corner. What the heck knocked him backward? Ugh.
I can't keep this up!
Oh man. I do not like these things. Holy crap. 10,000 years to get through their hit points. This is why I only played Nightmare Mode once. Well, I got this far on Nightmare Mode. At this point, I'm just being stubborn. Like, I'm a gamer. I swear I still got it. Similarly to this, I remember playing Skyrim on, what was it called, like Legendary Mode or something? Nog Dog, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. Welcome, all you Nog puppies. Welcome. Mukluk Douglas Bartholomew Reginald Esquire the 4th here, so Chauncey Van Sevels the 3rd, and welcome you to the lab. Hope you enjoy your scene entertainment's on the way. Cricket the speakers, don't touch the speakers, giveaways everywhere. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. We are currently doing a night of RPGs. We're doing half the evening on Dragon Age 2, working on our playthrough of the Dragon Age entire franchise. And after that, going to be continuing our playthrough of Evil Baldur's Gate 3. Not to be confused with our good playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. We finished that one. Dumat's Ritual Scroll. The writing on this ancient parchment is barely legible, but it appears to concern a rite of silence. Place the offerings on the altar, then kneel before it with abject humility, head bowed and hands clasped. Say, these are our offerings, O Lord of Silence. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, Skyrim Legendary Edition. Yeah, some of this stuff just had so much else. It was like, Skyrim, no, not Legendary Edition, sorry, it's like Legendary Difficulty. It was like anytime something hit you, the damage was multiplied by 16, and anytime you hit an enemy, the damage was divided by 16. It was crazy. But if you mind controlled an enemy and had them hit each other, then it would not divide the damage, or if you like use summons. So I beat it with like illusion, magic, and conjuration, and I had a blast. It was great. Doesn't Illusion Magic have AoE confusion? Yeah, it's like Rage or Riot or something. It makes like everyone in an area hit their nearest thing no matter what it is. So you can make enemies hit each other. Oh lordy. Wait, are the spiders fighting against the Deep Stalkers? Oh, this is a three-way battle. Got a phone call to make, but after that I'll be here, so normally I'm subject called in the middle of the stream. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Why can't I finish every bit of Soto in a week before Starfield? I'll probably finish every bit of Soto in a day. Like, I don't know if you all remember, when End of Dragons came out, I just was going, that day, I just was tearing through the story. It took 12 hours. And Soto is supposed to be a mini expansion. So, I'm guessing like 4 or 5. But, you know, then we'll have new strike missions to learn and stuff like that. Will the strikes be out on launch? I don't remember. There's so much stuff that they announced. They're like, oh, this will be available at launch. This won't be available at launch. Wow, the dog is living a long time. I think the strikes are out, but CMs won't be. Journal page. Eh. This place is cursed. For 10 years, Paragon Garen has been sending legionnaires to search out his lost heir. Now I know what's become of them. There's no way out. This is no normal part of the deep roads. There's lyrium worked into the walls within the stone itself, some kind of human magic. From the outside, it looks just like another tunnel, but walk in and it's a prison. There's no way past the barriers, no way forward, no way back. But the trap remains open to every beast darkspawn dwarf that wanders in. Oh my god. So the prison that the wardens made was accidentally killing off groups and groups of dwarves. My brothers in the Legion have died, and I have done my best to lay their spirits to rest in the stone. I am the last. There will be no way for me to do there will be no one to do the same for me or for Tethris if he too was snared by the noose. For you, my prince, I wish you the stone's blessing. Atras Tunsha, Tutarnia, Amgetal, Tavash Eduk. May someone recite the ritual words over your bones and return your spirit to the stone. From the Journal of Vishoth Garen, Legion of the Dead.
Better to simply burn the body to purify it and release his soul to the Maker.
That's not how it's done down here. But I'm with you. I'd rather go up in flames.
Man, that's kind of haunting. So they basically made a big trap with a one-way entry. And like, you could walk in, but then you can't walk out. And then they used it as like a prison down here. The dwarves accidentally dug into it, and then they didn't hear from their group, so they sent in another group, and they didn't hear from that group, so they sent in another, and they just kept sending groups in here to basically just die a slow death. Sacred Urn of Doom. Okay, that's the same thing as earlier. A Rite of Silence. What is this? Another dwarf? Tethris Garen?
Atras Tunsha, Totania Amigto Tavashaiduk.
That was sweet, Hawk. Now let's get out of here before you see me cry.
So, we found him. He was 20 feet away from the other guy. You didn't think they'd stop sending more after a point? Well, I think they did. Oh my god, no! They did eventually, but it took a while. Oh god. This hallway is perfect for him. Bianca makes such satisfying noises when it fires. Ah! Oh god, Varric just got run over. He did. Alright, I rezzed Varric. Turning the buffs off so I can turn them back on in a moment. Don't like this. Your comment about you think they'd stop sending more and after a point reminds me of that thing where someone was like, I saw this on Twitter, but it's like person A was like, yeah, my daughter's sad because our outdoor cats keep dying. And person B's like, what's happening? And person A's like, well, we have outdoor cats, and occasionally coyotes seem to be eating them. And person B's like, well, what do? And person A's like, well, we get a new outdoor cat. And person B's like, it sounds like you're just feeding cats to coyotes. And then person A's daughter started crying. Big circular thing. Speculations on Kirkwall. The records say Corypheus has been trapped below the Vimark since the days of the Tevinter Imperium. Can it be a coincidence that the Darkspawn besieges this area more fiercely than... Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized something. Alright, so there's some kind of big bad that's been trapped in here for God knows how long. And this cage can only be opened by this key plus my blood. So what did they do? They tricked me into getting trapped in here, and now I'm going to open it to get myself out, and also let out this great evil or something. Can it be a coincidence that the Darkspawn besieges this area more fiercely than anywhere else on the surface of Thedas, or that Kirkwall, the closest city, suffers from endless plagues of violence, lunacy, human sacrifice, and blood magic? If one studies Kirkwall's public records, it becomes hard to deny that some malevolent force has long shaped its history. Could a Darkspawn, even a powerful mage, have such influence even as it slumbers? Another 10,000 years of dark... Yeah, Illidan's down here. Rita Repulsa. All of them. Stale biscuit. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, hold up. Is that an emissary? Emissary apprentice. Alright, pinning shot. Alright, you two, take this thing out. As soon as I saw that long skinny guy in a dress, I was like, that is a problem. Y'all know what they said in the Origin trailer. Kill the emissary! Oh no. Oh, whoa, this alpha's getting ripped up. Did you see that? Look at that. 2,976. What? Yo, Sebastian stopped holding back. Sebastian activating his phase 2. The heck was that? Waiting to leave combat. Wonder if we're at the bottom. I don't know how long this DLC is. This room certainly has a sense of finality to it. If not the end of the DLC, the end of, like, the chapter, surely. Some kind of major thing. Oh god, another one of these. Whoa. Two to 3 hours. If that's it, maybe we'll try to finish it tonight. I was planning on doing half the stream, which is, you know, half the stream is 2.5 hours. I was planning on doing like half this, half BG3. But if it's like 2 to 3 hours, then maybe I'll play this to its culmination. Culmination. Finale. Climax. Chat. Okay, hold on. I saw something funny on the internet today. Made me chuckle, and I went to tell it to my wife. And I was telling it to Anna, and I was like, hey, do you think beavers think about what they're doing? Or do they just look at running water and go, absolutely not? And she just stared at me. And I laughed, and then I stopped laughing, and I looked at her, and she was continuing just staring at me, confused. I was like, because beavers build dams. on running water. And she's like, oh. And I slammed my fist on the counter. I was like, I didn't realize you didn't have baseline beaver knowledge. That's required for the joke. And she's like, oh, sorry. So that's how my day went. Haste! Stun chance, speed reduction, crit chance, crit damage. Let's do stun chance. Internet jokes are an acquired taste. I have acquired it. Family Legacy achievement. Alright, tapping quick save.
He feels the seals weaken. He knows you are close. You must be ready. What's that? Who? No! No! They're here!
Who is they? The Carter?
No, worse. More treacherous, more dangerous. The Wardens. They listen to Corypheus. They want to bring him the light. Stop them. You must stop them.
Do you guys remember in,
Something's happening.
Wait, what?
The prison's breaking down. But it stood up to tunneling before. What can... You have the key. And you've come through the seals. But how? Champion? Are you the one? The same Hawk, child of Malcolm? The Carters said they were close. You must be him. I am Janica. I lead this unit of Grey Wardens.
Seems everyone's interested in your father.
Then you don't know. Without Malcolm, this prison would have fallen 30 years ago.
Let me guess. It had something to do with this fancy thing?
The Grey Wardens built this prison to contain one of the most powerful Darkspawn we've ever encountered. But even the best magic fades. The Wardens need to reinforce the seals. This requires the blood of a mage untainted by Warden training. The last to perform the ritual was your father.
My father was a blood mage.
To avert the blights, forbidden magics are sometimes necessary. He did not bind the demons, if that is your concern. That was done in another era, before the Chantry's laws.
That's why the Carter came after me.
We need your help, Hawk. I have done extensive research on this Darkspawn, and I believe the original Wardens were wrong. He isn't a threat to humanity. He's our greatest opportunity. A Darkspawn who can talk, feel, reason.
Corypheus cares nothing for blights. He used you.
The Warden Commander?
Don't listen to this creature. He's half Darkspawn himself. I know how to harness Corypheus. Use his magic to end the blights.
You sound like a problem.
The Wardens knew.
Her.
Corypheus is too powerful.
Worth the risk. If he doesn't help, it's one more big darkspawn to stick a bolt in. No big deal.
If the Wardens locked this creature up, they did it for a reason.
Janica's right. Larius is hardly better than a darkspawn. Why listen to him over a true Grey Warden?
Corypheus calls her, and she listens. She brought him the Carter, sent them for you.
If she sent the assassins after me. Hold on, did you send assassins after me?
Why would this Darkspawn want to end the Blights?
He's no mindless monster. This search for the old gods comes at a terrible cost to his people.
He tricked you. These are not your thoughts. They are his calling.
How many of them died in Ferelden alone? And that was the least of the blights.
How could you trust any deal this Darkspawn makes with you?
Do not think me foolish, Hawk. I am making no deal. I have a spell which can control Corypheus. Bind him to my